Alright, I believe it's come back, even though the fact that it had to go away at all is, you know, to start with is terrible just on its own, but something tells me we can't actually do anything here. Which once again means that we pretty much used up all of the leads that we had open at the time and we accomplished nothing. That doesn't really make me happy, I gotta tell you. Also, yeah, there we go. Sure, I shouldn't be muted right now. Also, welcome back, Lizard. I'm very, very lost right now. But sure, I took care of the coolant in this room. The colder has stopped. The supply of coolant has been stopped, but that too. I have to wonder. Okay. Also, I don't believe any of the, or either of the lab areas that showed up on the map have actually been, like, are actually something I can locate in any particular spots here. In this map. Unless, hang on. Yeah, no, never mind. Trying to figure out if there's any discrepancies between. Okay, there's 1, 2. There's 1, 2. Okay, never mind. Okay, later, default. I say okay later, default, because I'm pretty sure never mind, I just read the Fantificator chat, which is gonna take a while to update, I presume. But I thought that has the updating thing. Yeah, the chat thing is dead. Should come back to life eventually, though, I think. With any luck. I don't remember what else is over here. What I found here. It's not because I have it minimized, is it? Nope, it's not that. It's this guy again. Here you found Miyake, not bad for a beginner. Here you get another assignment, we'll see you around. Does that mean that we need to go back into this room so that I can keep running into that guy again? Wooden box, stack documents, and this is where I got one of the pieces of cardboard for the makeshift pass thing. Improvised pass. So I already exploited and exhausted the stuff that was in that room, basically. Just can't think of any reason why I should be lingering there. So I did a thing in this level. The research area. I don't really know where to go from here. So I'm looking for Kojima now, I think. So that I can get a key to the... or a pass for the other area that's apparently left. To access on this floor. There he goes. I have no idea what the next step in the process to get that would be at this point. The thing is, looking at this, I don't even think that any of these doors or passages have anything that would be restricted by the security system, so... might as well take a look, because I don't remember what any of the stuff in here is, let me tell you. Corridor, northern livestock area, southern area, and apparently that's it. So yeah, I'm kinda lost now. I'm pretty sure that none of the doors in the residential area were locked either, or... Pretty sure the one door that was inaccessible that was there was not related to the security system being active or not. So I don't really know where I could go from here. I don't quite remember what's in the top right part of this room, this area. Well, let's try going back to the residential area. I don't know. Guessing there's a reason why we got the torn pass pieces. To make the fake pass. As opposed to just being denied returning to the residential area for the remainder of the game, which could well have happened. Well, let's go say hi to the people around here, I guess. Since it was actually pretty... what do you call it? You know, the place where you find the first guy you gotta find, Miyake or whatever his name is. Might actually be opportune to look at the people that are over here, which really don't think are that many. There's nothing in here though. Let's see if through some unintuitive course of action we can find the other guy that we're looking for. And maybe once we finally have that, we can claim the final key to get out of here. Oh boy. And of course the monster's gonna be there. It's gonna be the freaking passageway that there's no way around and that we need to go through to advance here. Just why wouldn't he be? Oh, there he is. I think he might have noticed us. Apparently not that great at keeping up if you manage to get past him like that, though. Pretty much the only way, or the only time he actually runs faster than you is when you're backing away from him. Hey, nice Makihara. Everyone's a little jumpy. Looking in my dresser like that. The heck are you doing? Stop it right now. I'll just bring out the crowbar and break into your dresser, I guess. Obviously, Kojima's there. Oh my god, this game. Alright, good night, lizard man. Get out of here before what? Well, it's too late, because apparently Leno was instantly able to tell where we were. Well, Kojima. Didn't really think you could get away from me, did you? Told him it wouldn't work, told him not to. Oh boy, just still saying the same thing. Looking for someone else or someone else in there. So, finding the two people that you're tasked to find in this area is probably the most unintuitive puzzle I've seen in this whole game so far. Because for one of them it's find a box that's moaning and that you can't open with your crowbar. You need to play the scary flute to scare the guy out. Which, to be fair, at least for that one you get a very, very faint or vague clue that you're supposed to do that, but I really don't see what in the game would suggest that you have to go to this random person's room and tear open their closet with a crowbar so that you can find the other guy hiding in there. Just seems a little bit, counterintuitive. Also, the monster's right in front of me there. I think he might be after me. I don't know. He's moving kind of fast now. Is he after me? I can't tell. I lost track of it. Yeah, there he goes, That's alright, I can just get past him. It's a matter of, gotta keep up the pace to get away from him, and there we go. And a good thing too, since apparently I was running out of stamina there. So let's keep moving. I don't know why they, have you changed by the monster in these extremely narrow passageways though, where you pretty much, if you run headlong into him and you don't notice it in time, you're pretty much screwed, because there's no way you're gonna be able to retreat in time. See, they don't have the footsteps of the monster like they do in the very first area, but at the very least they do have the sounds that the monster makes. That's pretty much your tell after that point. Save now, but I will save at a save state because I sure wouldn't want that ridiculous puzzle to get undone. Okay, should pretty much be able to just go straight here and get to where Leno is, I think. So let's go through the very somber, very empty livestock area here. Which I guess I prefer it being that way than to have the monster roaming around the edges of it. See, at the very least, I'm pretty sure I've run into the monster here, but you can only do it in the kind of middle area, which has all the twists and turns and circuits and what have you. Which is at least preferable than leading it or running into it while walking through these very long and narrow passageways where you can't dodge around or anything. I never would have thought that Kojima and Makihara were, Oh, I think he gave me he mentioned something like Kojima used to have a girlfriend a long time ago. So that's the hint that she was the one who was hiding him. But still extremely vague though. Maybe that thing that what's-her-face Naomi was saying sometimes about a woman was also supposed to point towards that, but it's still really fucking vague. Been a big help, I mean it. If it weren't for you, I'd still be looking for those two. Pass to the factory area, okay. With this we can get out of here, maybe. Something running around out there, you watch yourself. Keep your head on straight and you'll make it out of here alive, and we can do it. Someone like you will be able to make it back to the surface. Well, I hope so. Because if not, we've been doing all this for nothing, and wouldn't that really be hilarious? Wouldn't that really be the pinnacle of hilarity? Well, we can make it to the final subsection, I think, of the second floor of the mesh here. I want to imagine that, you know, there is one particular puzzle. I don't know if it's a puzzle even, or if it's like an alternative thing you can do, but I do remember this character in the first floor in one of the sections that wanted like a pair of headphones. She had a key. Guess I will save it to the memory card now. And we ended up finding a pair of headphones down there, but we gave them to someone else, so that particular potential questline remained unresolved. And there was also a bunch of ground that's still unexplored up in the first floor because of the security system shutters that we unlocked, and then never went back to after that. So I'm wondering if that elevator that we can potentially power is going to lead back up to the first floor where we're going to be able to complete that. But guess we'll worry about that in due time, because right now we made it to a new place. We should look for somebody named Tetsuo if we needed help. Alright. Not sure who they are anymore, but they did say that. They quote-unquote, okay. So we need to look for Tetsuo if we need something fixed. Oh boy. There are spooky ambient noises here, I take it. Oh, wait, never mind. They're not ambient noises, they're you're going to die noises. Because this fucker's on your tail now. Let's try not having it be that way, shall we? Oh, there's an info room right here. Probably a good idea to check it out. Information terminal, got the central corridor, here's where we came from. Apparently the whole central area is a supply room. Conveyors used for moving equipment, oh boy. Northern block, which is the engineer's working area, the southern block, which is factory workers' quarters, the automated factory area. I guess that's it. So basically a bunch of chambers, and apparently there's an automated factory area near the top of the map, though. Guessing we're gonna be wanting to check that out. Alright. I sure hope the spooky monster's gone, because I'm going back in this direction. He's not gone at all, I hear him. Sure hope I don't run face first into him, though. Get a dead end here? No. Oh, okay. I guess we just found something else that opens with the security system. So we didn't just do that for nothing after all. Isn't that nice? I'd actually have accomplished something with that. So what sort of wonders can we find here in the factory area? We got freaked Sakasaki. Got a real bad feeling about this. I was born and grew up here, so not much that happens on here scares me, but really frightened. I feel like if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna go nuts. It just feels like everything is out of control. Like we're sliding, we're falling, and there ain't no way of stopping it. Got a real bad feeling about this. So freaked Sakasaki is down here. Well, this is the factory workers' quarters, I guess. Okay, here's a dead end. And what else do we got? Door is locked and cannot be opened. Got a locked door. Let's keep going this way. Guessing we're gonna be able to get past this, and my guess is correct. Okay. Oh boy. The way this is structured, I don't know. Oh man, is that a dead guy? He's dead. It doesn't look like he's suffered at all. His face looks strangely calm. Must have been so quick, he didn't know what happened. Alright, so we're just gonna leave him there? Not even gonna be able to examine the body, I guess so. Alright, so... he was killed, and killed so suddenly he didn't even have time to grimace or anything. So they're taken away from that. So that's a jolly good thing to find down here. Alright, now that we've taken a look at that, let's take a look at the edge, the perimeter of this place, which will probably be... way into the sort of middle area, which is, if I'm gonna take a guess, probably where the monster's gonna be lurking on this section. Oh boy. Yeah, sure, I'm glad that the security gates are gone now. They're no longer an obstacle. And because we disabled the security system before even coming to this area. Oh boy, we got bloody footprints. I clearly should go in here, right? Door is locked and cannot be opened. Locked. That'll do. Even though you can... I think it being locked is not really even an option anymore based on how it was spent. But yeah, lots of blood in there. What about this place? Oh, there's somebody here. It's Soulful Tsutao. What's happening? I'm the man with a plan. I'm here to bring you the soulfulest, the most powerful, the best groove in the mesh. Oh boy. Find the light in the darkness and the darkness in the light. I'm the soulful master of the underground. The underground. The hip-hop hero of the dark. Are you ready to get down and groove? Just part of the act. You'll expect me to act that way, you know, so what can I do for you? Want to go to the Great Hall of the Holy Ring? What the hell could you want to do? Go to a place like that? Well, apparently it's the only way out of here, so... don't know a lot about it myself. Bet it's pretty hard to get in there, though. This place was built to be an army headquarters. Got something for you if you want it. The other day, a bunch of them Holy Ringers was hanging around in the research area, see? They got on the elevator, one of them dropped this. Tried putting it into my player, but I couldn't hear anything. Anything. 2 words. Maybe you can do something with it. Got a CD-ROM, oh boy. James Brown's still the best, don't you think? I wouldn't know. Got a CD-ROM, which I'm guessing is a data CD since he said he put it in his CD player and nothing happened. So it's like the Symphony of the Night Castlevania disc. Or if you put it in a CD player, it has... oh my god. Why does this happen? God damn it. Has a message from Alucard. Telling you to, hey, don't do that. Which probably won't listen to me anyway, will you? So here, have a hidden bonus music track. Oh boy. Conveyor belts. And this time they are actual conveyor belts, not like this weird series of metal tubes. God. Did I just go in a circle, by the way? Well, I can get to the edge from here, I think. Guessing I'm gonna be able to throw the monster if I... gonna be able from the monster. Did I say that? Gonna be safe from the monster if I'm able to get there and actually remain near the perimeter of the area. But I don't know if that's gonna be possible now. At least I'm filling out the map a little bit. Again, I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of these scripted monster encounters that I'm guessing is what I keep seeing here. Not really something I want to deal with too much, if I could help it. Alright, I made it back to the upper perimeter, I think. Hey, Steam has finished downloading I Divine Cybermancy, because I'm gonna be checking that out later. Factory. It's Robot Freak Tetsuo. Oh, we found him. If you've come to steal any of my stuff, you ain't getting it without a fight. Sugiya, we're a friend of Sugiya's? I guess we are. The one that fixed up those headphones. Oh, okay. Oh, is Sugiya the one that we gave the old battered up headphones to? That kid breaks most things almost as soon as they're fixed. Sugiya told you to come look for me, eh? Alrighty then. Friend of Sugiya's a friend of mine. Now what can I do for you? You need the elevator switch fixed. This thing's pretty old. Might be beyond hope. I'll try to take a look at it, eh? Go ahead and see what I can do. You can catch up with me later, so... Tetsuo's gone. The conveyor belt completely covered with rust. Probably doesn't work anymore in the light. All glass has been shattered and everything strewn around. Something must have really torn this place up. Well... So I guess Tetsuo's gonna help us out with the elevator, maybe. The elevator that I thought the problem... If it's the one on this floor, then I thought the problem with it was that... it had some parts missing. So I don't know if we're even gonna be able to do anything about that if we don't have those parts. Seems a bit counterintuitive to try. But hey, I'm not a mechanic. Clearly I have no authority. Oh, fuck's sake. Are there, like, positions in the map here where this is always gonna happen? Because that would be fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's go the other way now. Might as well keep filling out the map while we're at it. Is he chasing me? Like, actually chasing me? Well, I made it to the conveyor belt, so I shouldn't need to move anymore, technically. Alright, so I made it up to the factory. I think I would still have an interest in getting up to the very upper right corner of the map, though. There might be something of worth there, I don't know. Something interesting. Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? I can still move, but... Oh dear. I thought I could move, but I can't now. What is... Okay, so I take it I don't want to move there. Do I? I'm gonna tempt fate. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to save state first. And now I'm gonna tempt fate by attempting to go like over here. Okay, yeah. Going to imagine that this particular little stretch of hallway is not a place I want to be. don't know why it gets darker, if it's just like an effect, or maybe it's representative of the fact that I don't want to keep doing that. Let's get on the elevator. Well, see, I'm exploring Naomi. I don't know if you realize this. But I am convinced that this is something of the utmost importance, so you'll excuse me if I want to devote a little more time to it. Okay, so monster's gonna show up again here, because he showed up here, of course. Got it. So there are certain scripted places where he's gonna show up every time, I take it. And that is awful. Oh, maybe he's behind me that time. Alright, so I can't keep moving in this direction. Oh shit, it's a dead end. Hope I can remember that, because monsters still moving in this general direction, kind of. Oh. Well, we'll get there eventually. But we're very close now. And before he shows up again here, but he didn't, okay. Okay, I better do the last set of rooms up here, I think. Going to assume that after I finish checking this place out, Queer Omori, I'm set. Have you noticed lately how those holy ring nuts have been running around? They've been mighty busy lately. Who knows what they're up to? Whatever it is though, I bet it ain't good. Knowing them, they probably got something to do with that monster that's running around the mesh. Well, that was very enlightening. Well, I do like that they at least gave every character in this game a name. That's a very Japanese attention to detail thing to do. So let's try, I guess I could check out, trying to see if I could get to the center of the map. I don't think there's much of a point to staying here much longer. Oh boy. Okay. So I really don't know if there's any indication before. Of, what do you call it? Any indication of the part of the floor that had all the explosions suddenly pop up was gonna have that happen. Flute I got before will be useful. I already used it once. Don't know if you mean it's gonna be useful in more than one occasion. Alright, we're at the center now. Guessing it doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna try out to fill out every last corner of this map in particular, because, you know, I think having it filled out this much is adequate enough for my purposes right now. Since I'm pretty sure that what I've seen, I've already completed all the parts of this, what do you call it, this section that I needed to. I already completed the bounty quest, yeah. I did. You get the pass that lets you get to this area from completing that quest. I'll take it easy, cause I'm almost into this gonna happen. And let me tell you, I am not a fan of these infinite scripted spawn points for the monster. It seems ridiculous. Like, why? Right, so back to the elevator, which I think was in the research area. And I'm gonna make one of my own very special customized saves. Rather than the native saves the game has. And I'm also almost entirely certain that the monster's gonna show up like immediately after I get out of this little starting nook. So I'm noticing a tendency. Hey, what do you know? Pretty sure it showed up where I was though. So, you know, I can't help but remark that I'm noticing a few patterns with how some parts of this game work. That I'm guessing are intended to feel procedural, but, you know. Whatever works, I guess. Alright. I am kind of wondering where I'm supposed to be able to use this CD-ROM that I got from the guy too, but I'm guessing we will also figure that out in due time. For now, better not run out of my stamina just wandering around. Right, so Tetsuo the Iron Man is gonna be here. Robot Freak Tetsuo. Been waiting for you. Took some doing, but I think I got the switch fixed, really. The up button's is the only one that's on. Since you want to get back to the surface, you don't need to be going down anyways, right? Well, you cannot do though, because the elevator to the surface is on the lowest level, I thought. Oh well. Anything for a friend of Sugiya's. Happy just helping you out. Just glad this old man can still be of service to someone. It's about time for Sugiya to come see me and I don't want to miss him. So off with you. Got to get on the elevator? Sure. So I really don't know why that worked or how that worked, since I thought the problem with that elevator was that somebody had like ripped out some parts that it needed. So I don't know how he fixed that, but hey, whatever. Oh man. Is the elevator wire not gonna hold? Oh man. So what does this mean for us? Must have been an accident, the elevator must have fallen. And now we're in the 3rd floor, the officers' rooms. So I guess we're never gonna complete that quest with the girl that wanted the headphones and had a key pendant. Guessing that's either a red herring or there's something else you have to do that I didn't do to complete that. The elevator can't be used anymore, the wire appears to have snapped. Those Holy Ring people, why are they doing this? What do they want with me? What are you saying? Are you implying that they sabotage the wire? I don't really see why you would conclude that, given how run down everything is down here. I would just assume that the wire was just very badly maintained. Oh hey, here's somebody. Hey you, what are you doing here? Looks like the hunters forgot to bring in the prey. Come with me, the ceremony of awakening is about to begin. You and that prey you're with will be sacrificed to the prince. Oh boy. Glory to our dark savior, and now he's coming after me. Does that mean that we're gonna have to run away, or... Someone called Renee saying to stay back. Oh, hello. Thought that all the Holy Ring members had got off to the great all in that train. Guess great hall in that train that just left, but it looks like there's still some creeping around. Never one of them, are you? Name is Renee Lorraine. I work as a photojournalist for DES, and I guess the cultists are afraid of her. I cover their underground beats. Means I cover the unusual things, the weird stuff, incidents that others won't or can't. While I was researching cults and other underground organizations, I found about this Holy Ring Group. They are apparently even weirder than they seem on the surface. Look around you at this place that they are using as their base of operations. Add into that way, they kidnapped people from Tokyo. This is not just another cult, they're into something very bad. And this ceremony of awakening they are so excited about, who knows what might happen there. Who knows what we might see there. Most of the cult members are gathering in the Great Hall, so this is the best time to escape from them, if that is what you intend to do. I'm going to sneak on the train and see if I can get into the ceremony of awakening. I should use this chance to get back to the surface. I'd like to help you get back out, but sorry. Look for my name in the newspapers, alright. Another alternative partner, yeah, I figured. Dangerous, and we should go back to the surface. Easy for her to say. Guess she doesn't know that we can't go back the way we came. Have no choice but to keep going. So if we gotta find an escape route, it'll be all the way down here, I take it. Hey, immediately, once again, we find this room. Information terminal. Oops. Guessing that CD-ROM we got is gonna be coming in handy down here, maybe. I don't know, it kinda seems like that was a missable item though, because I didn't really use it for anything. Well, it didn't really seem like it was necessary to even get that. It's part of the process to end up down here, so... Stairwell that connects all level of the underground capital. All off limits to all personnel except... officers and their staff. Also, I still don't know why it's an elevator, but the description says it's a stairwell. It seems a bit of a contradiction, you know. Officers and staff quarters. Officers and staff quarters, section 2 and central block. Administrative floor, management area off limits to non-authorized personnel, and the control room is there. Third floor, emergency defense mechanisms. So already we can shut those off, I guess, potentially. I'm guessing there's gonna be another card. Got a green card and a red card, so maybe we get a blue card for this floor. As for how we're gonna be getting it, I'm not quite sure. But I have to imagine. Is this a different monster? I think it looks slightly different. Might just be imagining that though, oh boy. I was gonna say that I just fucking screw myself by going into a dead end, but I guess not. Believer in the castle says soon the glorious ceremony of awakening shall begin. Our almighty Dark Prince will awaken. The time of the great union is upon us. Are you prepared for this wondrous occasion? Maybe. See, I don't understand why you can, like, run into these guys in the rooms, but if you run into them that way, they don't do anything to you, but if you run into them while wandering around, they pretty much are... what do you call it? Oh boy. Either a game over or a fake-out game over. Believer Morashina says. Soon I too will be able to partake of the great union. Oh boy. My ecstasy is such that mere words cannot describe it. My joy is boundless. Who translated this, I have to ask. I too will be able to... See, they know how to use two with two O's. So I don't know how they missed that in the previous statement. Will be able to possess as beautiful and magnificent a body as our venerable high priest who himself has been through several unions. It is nearly time. I cannot waste another minute here. I must hurry to the great hall. The ceremony of awakening is about to begin. Well, he says that, but then he doesn't move. Not quite sure how I am to interpret that. Residential area. Nothing out of the ordinary in this room. Okay. So I take it that, unlike the encounters in the... what do you call it? The factory area that we just came from, the appearance of the monster that we just got there was a one-time thing. Which I am definitely appreciative of, because I was not a fan of the forced repeated encounters in the conveyor belt room. That was not so good. Oh, and the mole is down here too, okay. We meet again. So, can I talk to you about this CD-ROM that I got? Who knows what secrets might be recorded on it. I'd like to help you, but I don't have a CD-ROM player here. Have you looked at my factory area pass? These aren't easy to come by, I'm impressed. You can use these in the central corridor on the second floor, but not anymore because I'm pretty much past that point now. Alright, well, who knows if I'm ever gonna find out what's on the CD. Not really holding my breath and as to that being a sure thing. And here we get a gate that I'm going to presume is opened by disabling the security system, so just intuitively know which gates are those at this point. You do have kind of a similar aesthetic going on, even if they all look different. Oh boy, what do we got here? Ooh, okay, I'll save. Apparently we are going into the command center, which I was expecting to be locked with one of those colored cards, but maybe not. What's going to be happening in here? Oh, it's a separate map, okay. Alright. I guess I can work with this. Oh goodness. This is just a circuit here. I should state this. You're not the maps get obnoxious. Oh boy. Well, I've managed so far. I did manage to survive the times that I've been faced with conveyor belts so far. Oh boy. Apparently the command center was just a room like that. And then we get a completely different area again. Yeah, I guess so. Not really see why that was separate, but okay. Could be worse. Residential area with nothing out of the ordinary. Alright. as well fill this out while I have the chance. Oh boy. You just fucking show up out of nowhere like that, like just popped up in front of my face. That's not very nice. Also seems pretty counterintuitive as to how that could work. At least I can open this door. Spillier Kiyama. You fools, what are you doing here? You're right where they want you to be. The ceremony of awakening is about to begin in the Great Hall. It is intended to celebrate the coming of our Savior, the Dark Messiah. And the key to the whole ceremony is you. To help awaken the Dark Messiah, our venerable High Priest has chosen you especially to be sacrificed to the god. Okay. Oh, damn it, I skipped another bit of dialogue. All I know is that I'm starting to wonder what's really going on here and whether or not everyone can be trusted. And it's all really starting to scare me. But I do know this. It all comes down to you. You're the last piece of the puzzle, the one that sets everything else in motion. If you go to the Great Hall, whatever's supposed to happen will. You're the key. Don't even think about going to the Great Hall. If you do, you will be responsible for the end of the world. It's not our fault this is happening. You're the ones responsible, aren't you? You're the ones who dragged us down here, aren't you? All we're trying to do is just get away. Just want to get back to the surface. Just want to go home. There's an elevator that connects directly to the surface inside the monument in the Great Hall. That's the only way back for us now. That's what we've been chasing this whole time, I thought. Because we've been destroying or cutting off every other way out behind you as you advance deeper into the mesh. But this guy's helping us for some reason. Now that I'm no longer under the spell of the Holy Ring, I won't be needing it anymore. So, there we go. Oh, we got a blue card, so I did call that. Either you can get away from them and make it back to the surface, or they find you and you go to whatever fate is planned for you. They'll be after me now too. Let's just pray they don't get their way, or the entire world will be covered in darkness. What have we done? It's not our fault, we don't have a choice. It's not our fault. Well, I am inclined to believe. Also, this does count as a separate elevation. I was afraid of that. So we got somebody helpful for once, I guess. Is there anything further down this way? Looks like yes. Don't know where the Great Hall would be, though. Oh dear. I go into one of these corridors with columns in the middle. Kind of half expect the, you know, random forced monster encounter to pop out of nowhere. Because that certainly matches the MO of how that's been happening so far. Alright, so didn't find anything else over down there, did we? Well, maybe we did and I just missed it, but before we continue down that direction, let me see what's over on this side. I suspect it's just gonna be another corridor like the one we just left. Although, maybe not. Let's see what we got here. It's a residential area with nothing out of the ordinary, of course. You can never have too many of these, you know. Ordinary residential areas with absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. Alright. Oh yeah, there's doors under the stairs. I didn't even notice these. This door, however, is locked and cannot be opened. What about this door over here? This door opens and we get another believer, Kaseki. Praise the name of our God, sing the glorious name of our dark God. May the name of our great and might God be on our lips now and forever. And only those who praise his name shall be allowed to enter the promised land, the Hive. So you learned another piece of lore, I guess. Apparently they want to go to the Hive. Alright, so we did find the way down to the... We just get a key for the control room, but I'm not quite sure where the way down to the control room is gonna be at this point. The control room area is just kind of a big, empty... Oh, for fuck's sake, the monster's right there. Let's run past him. Well, the monster sound effect in this area kind of seems like a horse flapping its lips while wheezing. So it reminds me of. But here we got past it, didn't we? That's pretty much all that matters in the end, isn't it? So I sure do wonder where the control room area is. Oh boy, we get a wall here. But there's also something here. Doesn't this look suspicious to you? Well... Sure, but... I don't think we can do anything with it. I'm mashing B and nothing seems to be happening, so... Yes, that does indeed look suspicious, but... Hang on. There was a door like right in the corner there was there, because I did know... Oh, wait, where's this? Something seems odd about this. Can't quite figure out what, though. Okay. We're not gonna mess with that at all, I guess, even though we do acknowledge that it looks suspicious, and it even gets marked on the map. That's why I noticed it. If it hadn't been for that, I probably wouldn't have. Try an item... The button for trying items is circled, though, and that's how you check that. And, you know, in my experience, if you have an item that you can use in these kind of overworld areas, they just get used automatically when you examine something. So you don't get that item selection wheel thing, unless you're inside a room. I do have the item that should potentially help me get into the control room and turn off the security, though. So for now I head back over there. And I guess try out the only... Only path that I haven't completely exhausted yet. Oh boy. I heard noises, officers' rooms. Seems as if there was somebody in the room only moments ago. But there's nothing in the drawers and there's nothing else we can use. can't use the flute to draw out any potentially hiding persons either, so... Oh man. Oh boy, seems like this might be a one-way thing. Let me save state here. See exactly where I'm going to end up now. Oh boy. I just going to end up in a... or maybe a different belt. No, wait. Don't think there's gonna be any way back from here. Actually, this is where you use the blue card. So here's the control room. Alright, so what if you come over here without getting the blue card first? Are you just stuck? All the machines in the room have stopped. Pushing the button must have deactivated the security alarm. So I should be able to get past the gates now. This is just a dead end, so... Well, I don't know, maybe you can, if you, like, try really hard, maybe you can get past the conveyor belt in the opposite direction. But if you don't, other than that, I don't know how you would be able to get back to the other parts of the stage. What's through here? Oh boy, it's Second Lieutenant Kajiwara. By order of His Excellency Yamamoto Goro, Administrator of the Underground Capital, I was posted here to ensure that the monsters unearthed during the excavation do not reach the surface. Destroying the rail would be the surest way to prevent their advance, but the control room has been occupied by some strange priests. I've made several requests to command for the dispatch of an infantry unit, but so far there has been no reply nor have any reinforcements reported for duty. If we do not act quickly, the glorious land of the rising sun will be overrun by monsters from the bowels of the earth. Might be a little late for that. So I guess he's not gonna help. Well, hang on. Do I have any items that I could maybe show him? I don't know. I guess not. But hey, we did manage to potentially open up the way to some new places, so... Well, I say that, but actually I'm not so sure anymore, because... pretty sure all the places we can reach now are places we've already checked, and... the only thing we got was the only pretty much new thing we've acquired is the key to the control room, which just lets us easily get back and forth between the areas which we've already been to, so... Oh boy. I hear the monster nearby. It's coming after us. It's not coming after us though, it's like... it's around the corner there. I don't know if it's caught wind of us yet. It might have. Because I could run back over to where the thing is that... looks like that weird panel on the wall. Oh, hello. There's a card slot now. Guess now that we now that we turned off the security, that happened, obviously. Can clearly see the connection between these things, except not at all. Alright. Make another save state, because this might be the Great Hall that everyone's been talking about. Maybe. Let's save here too, yes. And see where this is going now. Command Center. Isn't this the same map that... yeah, I guess I already found a different part of this place, but here's a different one. Great Hall must be on the other side of this huge door, but how am I supposed to get it open? Do you have any suggestions? What's up with that Kiyama guy? I have no idea what he was talking about, did you? Looks to me like he's missing a few screws. Oh boy. She keeps doing that mysterious giggle. Lieutenant Kajiwara must think the war is still going on. Right, that's your insightful comment, I suppose. Exhausted. So what else can I find here? Is there a way into the central chamber? Yes, there is. Guess we're gonna check this out. Command Center. Central control panel, ID card reader, computer world map. There are 3 ID card slots. Large table with all kinds of machines attached to it and a computer. They certainly didn't have anything like this during the war. This must belong to the Holy Ring. Can we check out the contents of this CD on this thing? Oh, we can. Or Halcyon system activated. Charge administration roster. Otsure, Acolyte Kosho, Anatomy Division, Heikura. Proselytization Division, I missed who that was. Hope they don't expect me to remember all these names. No point in reading it any further, so it's just a list of names. Okay. World map. Colors on it has almost completely faded away. Card could be inserted here, and here, and here. How do we insert our iron card into one of these? Can't be used here. Can't be used here, and can't be used here. Oh damn. Let me take another look at the CD thing. Maybe there's like a hidden clue there. Or a Halcyon system. Acolyte Otsure, Acolyte Kosho, Acolyte Heikura, Nikaku. And I don't know. So I have to get that big door open, and presumably it's linked to the ID card reader back there. So how am I to get the ID cards needed to open that big door? I just find a list of names on the computer here. I wonder if that's at all necessary for whatever's coming up. Whatever I have left to do. Just that, you know, I can tell you again that to me that CD that you know, that the names were on looked very, very missable, so I don't know if I should take that as interpret that as being a necessary clue or not. Oh boy. Is the monster gonna be around the corner here again? That would be very obnoxious, but I guess not. Not this time. So, I don't know, I guess I could take another look at the rooms that were back in this area. In this section, goodness. Don't rightly remember what's over here, but can always find out by going here again. Oh, it's a mold shop, okay. Okay, check out this blue card. The answer is all three are different yet the same. Can't tell you anymore at this time. Well, if you haven't noticed the, you know, the pattern of what all these cards are used for, then it might be a little bit difficult. To help you at all. That's my impression that I got. So let's see, there were some people in some of the rooms back in this little clustered area, I thought. So with that in mind, why don't we go and see? Oh, Jesus Christ. Got my lungs and my throat. Oh shit. Looks like it kills its worshippers as readily as anyone else, skilling the elevator it's capable of. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that guy wasn't dead the last time we came by here. But much like before, it seems that some things, or it seems like when we find a dead guy, we just comment on it briefly and then immediately get out of the room. So hey, believer Mercina, do you know what I found in the room across the hall from you? Can we beat him over the head and see if he has any kind of ID card on him? That's what I would do. I'm actually getting confused because I'm pretty sure the iron card that's in her inventory was supposed to be an ID card of some kind. So I'm like, why doesn't that work? I can take another look at the information room here, but I really don't know how helpful that will be. We pretty much already mapped out the entirety of this place. Just as corners, the central block. Control room, which is down there, and that's it, pretty much. So I don't know, I guess we're going back to the central block and see if there's anything there. man, I feel tired today. Even though I probably shouldn't be. Oh. Okay. Alright, I have a stamina bar, don't I? Well, not a bar, but like a stamina number. I can't see decrementing, but it's still gonna happen. Sure, I've already come in here with this, the control room. Even if we use a blue card again to get in there, we can't find anything new in there, it seems. It's just pretty much used up. Well, could he be interested in the CD-ROM, maybe? Or maybe not. So how do we get past this, maybe? It doesn't look like you can actually get past the... Never mind, you can't get past the conveyor belt at all, so... I'm kind of guessing that if you come here at the wrong time, you might actually be screwed. Well, let me try something up here. So if we go into the central room in the sort of little pillar building here. This is where you use the Actually, wait a minute. We don't have to... damn it, I just get out of the room by accident. Because I forgot what the... What do you call it? What the buttons are for. Okay, that card won't fit, so... Okay, we do have to use these cards. The colored cards for this. Oh man. So we have what we need, I just didn't realize. Just now realized that that would be the case. Okay, all the slots have been filled. Does that mean that the room is open now? It's directly behind us. Oh boy. And of course there's just a little door off to the side here that's off-center. Underground Capital South Station. Clock. Hasn't worked for years. Make a nice ticket. We can enter the station, and apparently that's all we can do, so let's do it. just went around and had another jog out in the little overworld area for nothing really, it looks like. So okay, rather than the Great Hall itself being behind the door, it's a station with a train that will lead us there, I guess. So this might actually be the end game, I don't know. Renee says this way, I guess she did take the train too. Looks like most of the early ring people have already gone to the Great Hall. Wouldn't go wandering around this train, there's some of them already up in the first car. I don't think it's strange that there's a train like this down here. According to the people living in the mesh and the early ring believers, this train was put here by the Japanese army when they built the mesh. It's amazing it still works. Since this is the only way to get to the Great Hall, and we have no choice but to ride it. If there's an accident, or if the train derails, there will be no way to fix it or get back out. Let's have these pleasant thoughts while we ride the train. And never mind the fact that I'm pretty sure this whole thing started because we were in like a subway train and all of a sudden we were chased. In the end, we just have to trust in God because all of our worry and thinking won't change anything. I guess she's supposed to be French. Well, Renee, I think, is a French name. Alright, time to save. So I don't know if the list of names that we got from that CD serves any purpose. But hey, we got it, so... That's the Great Hall, G-R-A-T-E. That's great. Well, I guess if we come this far, we might as well go all the way. So we can't turn back now. So what Naomi's trying to tell us. So this is the Great Hall that we've been hearing about. Oh, there's a few places. The shaft going straight down, don't know if we're going down the hall yet. But if we try going the big door that's right in front of us, doesn't look like there's any way to open it, okay. Well, that answers that, I suppose. There's a crack in the wall with a little work it could be used to enter the temple. Do I want to enter the temple? Well, not yet, hang on. Let me first see what else is here, and apparently there's nothing but... Let's go ahead and tempt fate and enter the temple right now. With the crack in the wall. Oh, there's a Holy Ring priest and a bunch of other dudes. Oh boy, what's supposed to happen in the ceremony of awakening anyway? I don't know. There's a strange stone. Some kind of black ball there. It looks like it's moving, pulsating. Must be a trick of the light. Oh, and there's the elevator that we need to take to get out of here. And apparently examining that triggers this to happen. I can just go back in time to look at the underground area. boy. They're going after Renee, I guess. They have been possessed by something. They are not human anymore. What can we have going on? Here's her old Dragon Ball villain-looking friend. Wonder how this is gonna play out. Zut. Okay. Guess that's something that French people say. So they are worshipping the monster, I guess. That's what this whole thing is about. He just died. Is this the ending? I don't really see where I could go from here. Do you want to save? You know what? No. Ratso says you've come a long way. Sleep now, we have to cross the barrier. We must find the altar. That is your only hope of living here alive. Okay. Guess we're not done yet, though. Those fools in the Holy Ring, it looks like they made their end at the same time as their Great Hall. Also, I can project myself like this, I guess. They thought to become one with the Dark Messiah and so offer themselves to the Hive. Part of me feels sorry for them. They were simply manipulated by that which whispers, and once they were no longer needed, were simply cast aside. So what's done is done. No use wasting time over it. We're on the outskirts of the Hive. This is a world totally different from your own, a world beyond your limited reasoning or imaginations. A world where your physics do not rule. Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Survive just as you have until now. Must run through the dark, must hide, must flee. If you do, you will see the beginning of the world and the end of the world. How precarious the existence of this world of yours is. For now, you must seek the altar. That is the only way that you can survive. Okay. Alright, so guess this is the actual end. So why don't I jump back in time a little bit, and instead of going straight into the temple, we go the other way. Just to see what's over there. Pretty sure I should be able to skip that cutscene. Oh man, Tokimesh fourth floor, isolated floor. Didn't know there would be a fourth floor. Let's go check it out, I guess. Fusion reactor. Fusion reactor Amaterasu 1. Looks very old, there's cracks everywhere and steam leaking out here and there. It's probably not a good idea to stay around here too long. Well, completed February 6, 1944, activated October 28, 1944. Okay. It's just a nuclear reactor. It's just down here. And that's it. We were able to witness this by coming down here. Oh, wait, there's something else. Doesn't look like this can be opened. Okay, never mind, there is nothing else. Guessing it would lead into the same place, though, if it did open. Alright, well. Let's go up again. And I almost miss it, but... it says great as in great the cheese hole again. Very, very curious as to how the translation process for this game happened. Priest, strange stone on the elevator shaft. Okay. Guessing that priest is not human either, so... wonder what's gonna happen with that mysterious orb that we saw. But alright. Let's witness this introduction to this underground area again. Well, underground. So let's check out the hive then. I'm gonna be making my own saves again. And seeing exactly what I'm going to be finding over here. Oh boy. Well, I see that old body chum pal is right here, but not quite sure what any of the other stuff that's happening is. Oh, wait a minute, there's more than one. So there you go. See, I was kind of suspecting that already, but I guess this confirms it. Apparently they're fighting each other. So, that which wanders. You're the one in which flows the blood of our Dark Prince. Are we like the main character of the Shadow over Innsmouth, where like we learn in the end that we've had like a weird monster god ancestry inside us all along? I've heard of your existence from that which leads. I see now that you are indeed different from ordinary prey. And the other prey. I see. This too was foreordained from the time we arrived on this world. Seek the altar, the seat of the prince's power, do you not? Then I will tell you this. I've divided into several areas by what a surprise. Travel to the reactor room or the data storage room from the outskirts will require you to use war points. To use the war points you will need the Nexus stones. Unfortunately, I do not know where the stones may be found. They are not necessary for us worker units. It is said that that which whispers has placed one of the Nexus stones within your world. You would do well to look for it, okay? Look forward to the time when you shall bury the Dark Prince in an even greater darkness. Okay, so I guess that was... Guess that guy was on our side, I don't know. Also, hey Redbear. And yeah, we still have Naomi. Still saying the same messages, even now. So yeah, hope we'll be able to find the Nexus stones within us. But apparently we need to... oh boy. I heard a noise. Is that indicative of something to try and kill us here, maybe? Because I'm guessing we're not exempt from that. Even now. Is this a door? Okay. Partition. Giant stone pillar, ebony stone. Oh boy. Is this Castlevania ebony stone? Stone that was on the Holy Ring's altar, covered in some kind of black lacquer design. Oh, is that the Nexus stone? Is that why it was so conspicuous? Part of the altar in the Great Hall fell all this way. What about this boy? That which writes. Why is there prey here? Or has the reactor created a new worker unit in the shape of prey? But why would this be? The Hive has no need of a unit with this physical configuration. What is this prey doing here? Well, I'm just gonna question that, but I guess we're not gonna do anything else in there. The reactor created something with that configuration. Well, there's a guy, and I'm guessing he's gonna come after us, yep. Oh boy. I'll say hi to my buddy here. Still just being very inquisitive. I only hope that that guy's not gonna be there every time. Okay, no. Well, these maps aren't exactly the... oh, it says a conveyor belt. Yes, it is, of course. Not exactly what you would call a joy to navigate, but at least I do have the... you know, the filled out map, which helps me not get completely lost. Prey, sweet, delicious, fear-filled prey, which have come to the outskirts. Listen to us, this is not your place. You are not meant to be here. I know not how you came to this place, but you must go to the conversion room. After their long journey from the surface, during which their fear grows and ripens, all prey arrive in the conversion room, where that fear is harvested. That means you too must go to the conversion room. We await your coming with great anticipation. Look forward to the time when your essence, ripened and matured through your travels in the Hive, courses through us. Alright, so he wants to eat my fear, I take it. And here is that which crawls. Could this be that which we are told of but have never seen? Could this be prey? It said that the unit designated as that which wanders has perverted its function and thinks like prey, feels like prey, even moves like prey. Think like prey, one must truly be perverted, for never before have we seen such a perverse form. Alright, so everyone hates us, but they're just kind of chatting with us and then letting us go without any problems. So there's that. Okay. Oh, I think my controls might have gotten a little screwy. Okay. Oh, okay, I think it wore off. So I should probably make a mental note not to come over here, not that I would have a reason to after this. Okay, so that conveyor belt would have led me here, I presume. And nothing more. And what do you know, there's, speaking of nothing more, there's apparently nothing more over here. Alright. Well, I see something else over there, but I take it I can't actually reach that from the belt. So it's a bit of a, misleading thing to say that part of the disconnected on the map. Just need to make a note that that doesn't actually connect, I guess. But that's assuming I would ever want to go back over here, which I don't know if I do. Goodness. Alright, we can't go through here. Okay. Guessing that was like the explosions back in the factory floor, where darkens your vision, but it also kind of makes it look like you might take damage or die or something, but that doesn't actually happen. Okay, now I don't really see where I could go. I've got to tell you. Because there's this place, but this has the conveyor belt that's... That's, not moving against me, so I can't move against it, apparently. And if I keep going this way, I can eventually find my way to another conveyor belt, but I can't believe that's actually connected to the, the little detour that's marked on the map. I don't really know what the deal is with that. You have heard stories of creatures that were perverse forms and lived out their pathetic lives alone, separate from one another, called prey. I guess we are the prey. So now, what do you think about all this? Seek the altar. Are we supposed to find it? You got me. Oh wait, can we get over there? Oh wait, but... we can. Okay, whatever. Really, this doesn't look like we should be able to, but guess I found something to do. Also, that door looks important, so let's... Oh, it's a gate, like the security gates, I guess. Let's go check it out. Oh, that one was. This one looks like an actual door. Appears to be a machine of some sort, but it's impossible to determine how it might work. There's a pedestal, and that's it. Stand with an opening of some sort. Perhaps it used to hold something, like a crowbar or a screwdriver. Or a mechanized gate key. Or the sighing flute. Or maybe this. Okay. You want to save? Sure. See, Great Hall is written correctly in the save file, but in the actual game you get Great Hall as in Great the Cheese Hall. Okay, we made it to the reactor area. Can we, like, return to where we were before? No. Oh man. Okay, we made it to a new place, I guess. Hatchery, that which hatches. We must go, our body light in the dark. Go to the prince, to the altar where our prince awaits. Am I hearing the monster or a monster? I guess I am. Alright, let's not go that way then. Oh boy, do all roads lead to the monster? Maybe, I don't know. I see we're gonna have teleporter madness now. Ah, okay, there's a monster right there. I was gonna say a monster now because I don't even know if there's... if it's appropriate to say the monster anymore. Is there a door here? Yes, there is. Okay. Let's retreat into the side. Which has this. Is that bad? Something pushing into my mind. It's saying something merge, assimilate. Rages against having to be separated from a unified existence. It's angry, like a primal instinct. It wants to merge to become one again. Cutting like a laser into my brain. Okay. So I guess we're getting out of there. So that's not a very welcoming place. Apparently things that hatch are not very happy to be unassimilated. Oh, Christ. Alright. Okay, I made it back here. Guessing that the monster that's chasing us right now could also, like... oh, for fuck's sake. End up teleporting itself to some of the areas that we go through. The same way that we're teleporting around. Okay. There's another hatchery that which speaks as the vermilion stone that rests within the heart of the reactor is the source of our very existence. As long as the vermilion stone burns within the reactor, we shall continue parturate, giving new life to the hive. We shall continue parturate. Oh boy, oh boy. Hang on just a sec. Alright, I really don't know what continue parturate is supposed to mean. But alright, I guess we learned a new bit of lore information. Here's another teleporter, and I guess we can check out whatever's over here too while we're at it. And well, you know, our way to the teleporter we saw has just been blocked off. So I guess we're taking this one instead. Okay, now where are we? Hatchery. That's which whoever says we are weak dying. The hive determined our existence to be superfluous soon after we were created. Therefore we have been sealed within this place, that we might wait for our end. Our body shall return to the hive. Before that happens, we have a request of you, pray. Would you share with us your joy? Do you want to give it your joy? I don't know. I guess we're going to say yes. Many thanks. Feel the wind on your face. The smell of dry sand enters your nostrils. Warm sunlight on your body, warming it gradually. Everyone is smiling. What have you done to us? Oh boy. We no longer desire reunion with the hive. Even were we to be completely separated from the hive, our desire to merge with the hive does not. What is this feeling? What is this sensation? What have you done to me? Oh boy. Can we go say hi again? Ugh. Okay, we're in the center now, I guess. I don't know if that was the good choice, sharing our joy with that guy. But hey, we did it. So what is here in the center? Reactor heart. See the vermilion stone. It's pulsing like it's a heart or something. Could it be alive? Bright red stone. Do you want to take the stone? Sure. What could possibly go wrong, you know? Oh dear. What was that? Is a monster right behind us because I don't see it right now? Oh, it's in front of us right now. Oh, it's coming the other way. It's being very, very tricky. Right, we made it out of here, I guess. And by out of here, I mean back to the beginning. Appears to be a machine of some sort, but it's impossible to determine. Alright, do we still have the other stone? Yes, we do. What if we use the vermilion stone for this one, though? Guess we pretty pretty much doomed all of the existence of all the things in that reactor area by taking the Vermilion Stone based on what we heard, but oh well, not my problem, I guess. Not gonna save, no. I'm actually very, very confused as to if any of the stuff I'm doing is advisable, but we made it to the data storage room. There's a giant wall in front of us. What's that place supposed to be? Terminal. What's this supposed to be? Don't like it, it frightens me somehow. Well, apparently it's one of those things from the end of Phantasmagoria 2. Oh boy. So, oh boy. Various command elimination. Binary. Language filter format conversion completed. Converting visual formats completed. Converting oral format completed. Converting control interface. Warning. Intrusion detected. Bioelectric data matrix of unusual configuration has bypassed the normal connection protocols and entered the central core of the data storage room. Take it that's us. Request activation of exclusion removal procedures from Hive to exterminate unusual data matrix. Until procedural request has been acknowledged, security lockout procedures will be initiated in all data storage sectors. Beginning compression of data matrices in all sectors. What's going on here? Are we in organic Tron now? Also, why is part of that map filled out? That's what confuses me the most right now. Halt. We are that which divides. We control access to the bioelectric data matrices. It is been reported that a bioelectric matrix of unusual configuration has made it to the data storage room. It was recently assimilated. Prey have become restless. An anomalous bioelectric pattern has been detected. Initiating screening. Screen in progress. Screen still in progress. We are that which divides. Your configuration indicates that you are prey, yet your pattern is similar to that of an old one. Oh my god. Bioelectric pattern has been altered. You are hereby granted minimum access clearance. You are instructed to assist in the capture of the anomalous bioelectric data matrix. Okay, so we're not the anomalous data matrix. I really thought we would be. Let's with this, deal with this thing. Portal to outer shell. Security authorization required. So it really is like the shadow over Innsmouth where we're like... insufficient security access, oh dear. Okay, we're just gonna back off then. Where we have the blood of the old ones in us for whatever reason. Kind of explains away some of the crap we've been seeing. Oh boy. Right, I'll try talking to Naomi, but we're all alone now. Sure hope that's not because of something that I've done. Sure would be a shame if that were the case. Okay. So what is this thing? Oh dear. Alright. It's Mario. But I know you long time no see, so that thing finally caught up with you too. I guess so. So Mario just wanted to say hi, I guess. Alright, let's try to find out what to do here. So what about this thing? Main gate to the control level. Insufficient security access. Insufficient access, but... oh, here we go. Main gate to the ancient memory sector. Scan of key module. Had to scan you 4 times. Able to confirm key module, alright. What about this one over here? It is a second main gate. The thing about a main gate is that there's usually only one, you know. And what else have we got? That which reveals, do you desire access to the library data files? Sure. Oh boy. Bioelectric data matrices. When a worker unit or prey is no longer necessary to the hive, its corporeal form is converted into electrical energy and either erased or stored within the data storage room. The resulting form of a being which has been converted into energy is referred to as a bioelectrical data matrix. And about the prey. Is the repetitive dominant sentient life form of this world, which calls itself human. Psychic energy produced by these beings, which they refer to as fear, is a high degree of purity and eminently suited for consumption by we old ones. They are hive adapted for interstellar colonization. When a planet with sufficient psychic energy is detected, the hive enters encroachment mode and makes contact with the planet in preparation for assimilation. The Prince, who is the navigator of the hive, initiates encroachment mode and assimilation of the target, but when the hive entered the atmosphere of this target, the Prince's core was sundered. As a result, the hive was forced to suspend all high-level functions. Alright. Access to this topic is restricted. Oh boy. Mid-level access clearance or higher is restricted or required. Holy Ring. Group of worker units made by the proctor of the conversion room, that which whispers through processing prey. After analyzing the initial samples of prey taken from the surface, that which whispers adjusted them, creating what would become the core of the group called the priest. Other samples were adjusted to become the worker units called acolytes. Their function is to hunt and collect prey for the hive. Okay. Nexus stones is restricted. Worker worker units are individual mobile units created by the Hive in order to perpetuate its functions while in project mode. Normally subservient to the Hive, there are worker units such as the exploratory units designated as that which leads, which have autonomous thought capability. And warp points. Extra-dimensional bends in the time-space continuum that facilitate travel throughout the Hive. Use of the Nexus stones here creates a warp point that allows instantaneous travel. Alright. Outskirts is restricted. Reactor room is restricted. Data storage room is restricted. Conversion room is restricted. Altar is restricted. That which leads is restricted. That which judges is restricted. That which whispers is restricted. Prince is also restricted, and Dark Messiah is also restricted. So there you go. Learned a lot today. What about this thing right across from that? Property bioelectric data packet contents no data, coordinates 2437. So I understand I need 2 ancient memory sector. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to hunt down some unknown bioelectric construct thing. I'm guessing it's gonna be somewhere around here. Oh dear. See those things that look like floating balls? They call those packets. They're like data banks for those bug things. If you've got the right security clearance, you can access them. Yeah, I've been learning all about that. So what about this one here? Bioelectric data packet contents no data, 2437. Alright. Not quite sure how this is gonna end up going, but might as well try and, do what I'm good at and just fill out all the map. And if I go through here... Right here, I already got that message. Apparently there's a door here too, or was there a door, or is it just this thing? No, I guess it was just this thing. Oh dear. Okay, let's see what's on the right side of this map. Are there gonna be any interesting data packets, or is it just gonna be nothing like I've been finding so far? Oh goodness, I wasn't even able to find anything on this side either. And apparently pretty much all I've been able to learn is that there are some parts where I need some security clearance that I clearly don't have yet. Doesn't exactly get me bursting with confidence, I gotta tell you. Oh, Gary, oh boy. So you got access clearance, do you? It's been a long time since I got here, but this is the first time I've ever seen someone besides someone with any kind of access clearance. If you can get in here, that means you might be able to use their modules as well. Okay. Alright, gonna try this here gate. Main gate to the control level. It's gonna scan me, which takes quite a bit longer than it probably should. Insufficient security access. So I can't go that way. There are other green gates that I'm guessing are gonna be the same way. Dirty like main gate to the ancient memory sector, they all say the same thing. Well, let me take a look back there, I guess. If I check... How do I check this one out? I'm pretty sure this one had the portal to outer shell had the same effect. Insufficient security access. I can't talk to these things, can I? Oh, what? Network divides. You're instructed to assist in the capture of the anomalous bioelectric data matrix. Does that mean I should have been talking to these things? Oh dear. Thought I had already investigated all of the spheres that I found. I found this guy, but then nothing happens. Can't interact with this thing. And then there's another one over to the side here, but it doesn't say anything other than, like... I have no content and I'm in this position. Contents no data, coordinates 2437. I don't think that I can access those, no. Doesn't look that way. It'd be really weird if I had to do that at this point, since, you know, but you never have to do the... never have to use this thing where you hold the R2 thing to be able to look in several directions, but then you stand still while doing so. Oh, goodness. I got stuck here for like 3 episodes. Oh dear. That's what it reveals. I already read all of these things. And here's the final thing, which can load data again, coordinates 2437, so it's all say the same thing, yes. Hello. Unable to confirm key module, yeah. Don't know. Right, hang on a bit. There is the... if we go down the corridors here, we can run into these things on the ground, which if we kind of stand right in the center of these quadrants, we can talk to these like projections of people. Maybe that's what we have to do. Let me see. Can we do that in any of the other rooms? Because I think I kind of avoided standing right in the center. It looks like I should be able to do that here, but I guess not. Okay, I don't think I've seen this one. Uria, you're looking for a bioelectric data matrix. How do you do that again? Why don't you see? You go see that which reveals. I have. I read all of the wiki flavor text and it didn't really help me at all. Trying to go get back to the real world too, aren't you? Can't stand being trapped in here like this. It's driving me crazy. I have to get out. Please let me come with you inside you. Well, we can't say, we can't say no, but we'll say yes. Alright. Guess he's inside us now. Sharp impact strikes you and passes through your entire body. What was that? So I take it we have to do that. Alright, this one's still saying the same thing. I'm going through all of these weird things that are apparently in the middle of this room that let you talk to these ghost people. And I hadn't really bothered to notice before. And to imagine that's what I have to do. think stuff is happening now, Muradashi. All this glorious world of pure spirit which surrounds us is not our king marvelous in his wonders to create such a paradise within the corrupt and decadent physical world. Well, truly blessed that I might be able to dwell in this veritable Eden while I await the great union. Well, I'm glad that guy's having fun. Okay, there's nobody there. And in this room. This here data storage room is where the old ones store all their information, like the version of cyberspace, see? It all ties back into System Shock. It's full of all the people they've fed on over the years. The worst is when they compress you, that's real bad. If you think dying hurt, you ain't felt nothing till you've been compressed. Sometimes you see a bioelectric data matrix come in. I guess they use those to make modules which can decompress compressed data. You have one of those, you can use it to help anyone who's been compressed. Okay. So I take it we're gonna have to decompress somebody. So does this say anything different now that we... No, I guess not. And this one... Well, that one particularly looks suspicious, but let's see. What if we check out the big old gate here? Scanning. Scanning. It's gotta do that way more times than it should. Insufficient security access. Oh, goody. Initiating screening. Oh dear. Screening in progress. Okay, it didn't do this before. Screen in progress. Cancelling screen. We are that which divides. Screening has detected the presence of a new element in the bioelectric matrix and confirmed the existence of a variable in the core data. What are you? Are you prey, or... You are hereby granted mid-level access clearance. Oh boy. Continue searching for the anomalous bioelectric data matrix, so now can we go up here? Guess because we managed to eat one of the other ghost people, we are granted mid-level security access. Okay, we're making progress here. I guess. Hang on. Help us get me it free. Okay. Goodness. So these orbs that we can find here, especially with that area, that particular area, near the lower left, seem pretty interesting, I gotta tell you. Apparently not having a good time. Now what about this one up here? Bioelectric data... Contents decompression module, coordinates 1525. I got the decompression module, oh boy. I can decompress stuff now, I think. I can rescue somebody, potentially. Hang on, let me go take a look at the, one of the other things that I bypassed before. I think maybe if I can even get there from here. Don't know if I can. So I'll come back right there. What about this orb over here? No data, coordinates, there you go. No data, coordinates, that much, 2437. Apparently those are very popular coordinates, 2437. No data, coordinates 1536, okay. So we could potentially keep going up and to the right, but before I do that, let me see. If I come back here and examine this one again. Help get me out of here. I used the decompression module. Okay. Oh boy, it's Leno. Boy, I tell you, getting compressed hurt way more than dying did, so I guess he's dead. How have you been doing? Haven't seen you around lately. Can see you, but not that well, like through a fog or something. Did that thing get you too? Do you mean you're not dead then? Your body's still left at the terminal, or whatever it is. One of your friends is in here too? I guess so. A little while ago there was this mist of sparks that went off up to the north. Maybe that was your friend? Well, hang on a bit, before I go check that out. Let me check out another one of the orbs that was in that kind of same area, but in the lower part of the level. I think this one here. It's one of these compressed creatures. We can decompress this one, and it's Harasho, okay. What do you think you're doing? I was experiencing the most joyful, the most blissful pain. How dare you interfere? How dare you terminate my suffering before I am allowed to experience the glorious union? Which I guess I must pause before I can speak that word completely. Actually, wait a minute, before I... You know what, yeah, let me go back up the ramp here, never mind. You want to go back to the sphere that tells you things. That's pretty much just like a databank. Because I should be able to get new information from it now, but I might as well explore this as well. We are that which reveals. Oh, it's right here. Well, self-reference used by the oldest and most powerful of the sentient interstellar species. Species which have survived 3 cataclysms and assimilated countless worlds in this and other galaxies. The old ones merge with any and all corporeal substances they encounter and assimilate it, thereby enabling themselves to reproduce and thrive. Once a target has been completely assimilated, a new target is sought. When acquired, an encroachment hive unit is dispatched to the target. Okay. Hive adapted for interstellar colonization. Alright. A little bit about the Holy Ring. Nexus Stones is restricted. Worker units we had already read. War points are extra-dimensional bends. Right, we already read about that. Outskirts is the area that encompasses the hive's outer limits. When the hive enters encroachment mode, this area quickly converts to a plasma state and begins dissolution of the surrounded planetary material. Okay. Reactor room is the area where worker units are produced as necessary. The reactor contained here purifies raw elements and uses them to produce new worker units as needed by the hive. Well, not anymore because I stole the stone there. Kind of screwed up the hive that way. Data storage room area in which is contained the records and data of the old ones. All data related to the old ones from the time of their corporealization is preserved here. Access to the data storage block is normally accomplished through use of a bioelectric terminal, but bioelectric data can also be transferred using a warp point. Conversion room is area under the direct supervision of that which whispers, constructed mostly of pathways through non-Euclidean space. It's designed to draw out and heighten a prey's psychic essence. Alright. And the altar is restricted. Guessing the rest of this stuff is gonna be too. Yeah. Alright, so we learned even more stuff. Let's continue exploring now that we have no data here. I sure do love those info dump spheres. Helping me to what do you call it? For me to make a little bit more sense of the very, very bizarrely implied, or vaguely rather, very vaguely implied explanation that's been provided for. Not really provided, but implied for, you know what, and the cause for the plot of this game is. Right, this is the only place of the this upper level that we can access right now that is accessible to us at this time. Right, so we bumped into each other again. Not really, I came looking for you. You can't say your situation's improved much. You go from being chased by religious crazes to almost being killed by monsters to this. Came to save the day, but seriously, you're starting to figure it out by now, I imagine. Is it starting to make sense yet? You're like a horse pulling a carriage, or a carrier pigeon. You're carrying something very important. There's a difference between you and a horse or a pigeon. It's up to you whether or not to deliver what you're carrying. You have a choice. This doesn't make sense now, that's alright. It all will soon enough. Really came to give you this, hope you like it. Oh boy. We're gonna get higher level clearance now. Just planted a copy of my bioelectric pattern onto you. Looks like you're adapting to it without too much trouble. Now that that's done, you should go meet that which divides. Oh boy. And now Ratso's gone. Yeah, I guess we're going back to meet with the scanny thing again, and presumably getting even higher level clearance. Which means we'll be able to get even more info dump information. Initiating screening. Screening complete. We are that which divides. The hive has been further to confusion over the results of your screening. Divided into two camps that do not agree on the reasons for your presence. This is an unprecedented situation. Are you prey or must obey the decision of they who decide? You are hereby granted high-level access clearance. So there we go. We're just getting authority from nowhere. So I take it that now that we have that, we can pretty much go check out the doors up here and maybe even get rid of some of the other gates that we've run into that have been getting in our way. Like maybe this one here. Main gate to the control level. High-level security access confirmed. Alright. Let's go check out the spheres over here. If we can. I don't know if we can. I guess not, because they don't even show up on the map or anything. Well, I want to check out that sphere over there. Okay, I can. Bioelectric data packet contents key module. Okay, that's how we got that, and we need that for before opening up those weird walls below us, I think. I take it that's it for now. But before we start messing with that, let me see. Now that I have high level clearance, I should be able to get even more info dumps from this thing. Old ones, holy ring, nexus stones, spiritual reality. Right, all of these. What about the altar? I need full access for the altar, okay. That which leads. Special worker unit created to lead prey to the hive, constructed after the form of the prey that it might better understand them. Oh boy. So some of the people we might have met might have been a worker unit assigned to lead us to this place. That with judges. Worker unit that manages the data storage area. The corporeal form of that which judges is composed almost entirely of psychic energy. It allows it freedom of movement in both the corporeal and psychic worlds, excuse me. That which whispers, worker unit that controls the conversion room, especially adapted to understand and manipulate the mental composition of prey. It excels at maximizing out prey's psychic energy, alright. Responsible for the creation of a system to capture the prey on current target planet. Utilizing an organization formed of converted prey called the Holy Ring. Prince is restricted, and I'm guessing Dark Messiah is also restricted. Yep. But hey, we're almost there. So let's go. Let me make a quick save state here, just in case. Initiating scan of key module, which you should have now. There we go. So, what is up here, I wondered? I wonder if I shouldn't be able to examine any of this stuff. As for the initiation of exclusion removal procedures has been made until the request is processed, all access to the system is forbidden. Alright, so I take it that means I can't go that way. Yet. We'll better explore every last part of this place. Engage to the ancient memory sector, initiating scan of key module. Access granted. There we go. So I'll go check out, go open up the door here too. And now that that's gone too, let's see what's over on this side. Here's it gonna give me the same message that the other one did. Can't see anything, can't hear anything. But I can feel you close. What's happening to me? Well, we can decompress whatever this is, and... Hey, it's Naomi. I don't really remember what happened to me, but I remember being really scared. Or am I? I don't know what's the matter, there's like this fog over my eyes that I can't hear very well either. You rescued Naomi. Alright. So she was just here, even though there's not really any indication that that would be the case. Scanning. Scanning. Scanning even more. Highest level theory access confirmed, so... Well, the only way I can think of where you can even miss that is if you didn't grab the decompressor before you get to that point, which I think would be pretty difficult to do, considering pretty much want to examine everything before this point. We are the ancient memory of the Hive. We congratulate you on your perseverance in coming here, you who are destined to be the next prince. We have been waiting for the return of the Princess Essence, which was scattered across this planet after the interdimensional shock which occurred when we arrived here. Oh boy. Waiting for it to be returned, waiting as it slowly coalesced using the bodies of you prey as its catalyst. Finally, after what has seemed an eternity, it has come to us. In the form of a weak, clumsy, pathetic, chaotic, meaningless life form. In other words, you who stand before us now, welcome. You are the prey that contains within you the essence of the prince. We await you. We wait for you at the altar. We have been waiting for this moment forever. We can wait a few hours longer. But know this, you are found to your fate inevitably. You cannot resist. In order that you may learn all you wish to about Hive, we shall alter your bioelectric pattern so that you may access more functions of the data storage room. Oh man. So now we can we have full access, I take it. I'm supposed to be the Dark Messiah. Oh man, what a twist. Even though it's pretty much been spelled out for quite a while now. Pretty much. Alert. Hive has initiated exclusion removal procedures, opening non-Euclidean space pathways from reactor room. Using safety protocols and partition access restrictions, configuring warp area absolute coordinates 20103. Executing Prince Summon Protocol. Oh dear. Does that mean we have to hurry up and get to the... Well, let me save here, just in case. Get to the what have you. The infodome sphere. See if I can finish perusing that now. Don't know if I should be running yet, since I don't think the guy is very close right now. Here, that which reveals, yes. Okay, so the only thing we're missing, we haven't read yet, I'm pretty sure, is the altar. Well, access, what? Do you mean we do? Oh, never mind, I have to talk to the dude again, don't I? The dude which is not here, goddammit. Ah, here we go. That which divides. Have to get screened again and get our clearance through the roof, I think. Scan interrupted by ancient memory sector. Cancelling screen. By request of the ancient memory sector, you are hereby granted full access clearance. There we go. Nothing more to say. Right now. The altar is the central control area of the Hive. Under the direct command of the Prince, all functions of the Hive can be accessed from here. Okay, so I guess we're going there. The Prince is the navigator and guide for the Hive. In travel mode, the Prince merges with the altar and directs the Hive. When the Hive arrives at its target, the prince transfers the hive to encroachment mode and takes physical form to begin assimilation of the target. Dark Messiah is the name given by the prince to the prince by the prey of this planet. Other variants on the name include Dark Prince, Dark Savior, and Ruler. Okay. That's us, I take it. Which, for some reason, I don't know. I guess it really is like Castlevania, where for whatever reason we ended up apparently after the hive came here to this planet, some weird shit happened and the essence of the old prince ended up being scattered to the winds, and it happened to end up in us specifically, just out of random chance. Oh, okay. Which is what transported out of there by going into the area where the terrible beastie came out of. So it's pretty much the same shit as in the Castlevania Sorrow games, but with aliens, I guess, instead of Dracula. Oh my goodness, what is this? Main gate to control level. I think I have enough clearance. We are that which judges. We have learned a few from the ancient memory. Oh boy. We have something to give you. The time has come for you to return to the corporeal world. We have opened the pathway through non-Euclidean space for you. Well, how do we go there, though? Well, I'm still kind of paranoid I'm gonna run into the thing that we just saw. Well, maybe not just so, but that we saw at some point, like, go into the corridors and start chasing us like the horrible monsters that we've been seeing. Stepping gate at the control level, initiating scan of access clearance level. So I guess too, like, if you remember the intro, the first monster that was chasing us in the game was like some dude that got run over by a train and then... Oh, okay. Oh, did we get out? Some guy that got run over by a train and then... he apparently immediately mutated into the monster, so I guess he was one of these constructs that came from the reactor area. Oh boy. We are that which judges. We control the data storage room. Now that you have regained your corporeal form, you must use the warpoint and make your way to the altar. We got the Nacra Stone. And with any luck we should also have Naomi with us, I think. There we go. What is that? Man, she's still saying the same stuff too. Like her generic messages never quite change. Alright, I guess we're going to the... It's either the conversion room or the altar, either or. It's gonna be the endgame then, I presume. Also, hey, oh my doggy. Yes, I'm going to save. There's a bunch of stuff that I saw in earlier parts of the game that I'm never going to be able to figure out if I could have done anything with, or I should have done anything with. And when I say that, I'm mostly talking about still the, the gates that open up after you do the control room in the first floor, and that one person in the first floor who wanted headphones that we never actually gave them to. Oh boy. Are we back at the start of the game? Back like in the sewer, does that mean I'm free? Something tells me that's not quite right. Because this is the area that we were in when, or that we saw when the game started. Even though we weren't, oh boy, well the sewer's here. The sewer where we started the game, what do you know? Must be the sewer or something, if we could just find some stairs or something to get back to the surface. Oh boy, does that mean that, we did it? I don't know about that. Apparently we need to find a way out of here and we're safe, but if we try to go back the way we came, we just end up, it just resets the scene, oh boy. Okay, I guess we have to do this. Now, never mind the fact that this is where we got chased by the monster for the first time. And the only part in the entirety of the game where you can actually hear the monster's footsteps being close by or far away. Room. Kamiya, okay. Wasn't expecting you to make it this far. Looks like you've seen better days, though. Don't you give up on that loser you're with and come with me, oh boy. Don't want to go anywhere or do anything with you. This isn't about getting back to your little house or seeing your little school friends anymore. The fact that you and I are here in the hive means that the Dark Messiah will be waking up and soon. And once he's awake, there ain't no stopping him or putting him back to sleep. And before you realize what's happening, the world will be awash in a sea of flame. There'll be nowhere to run or to hide. Already been absorbed, become one with him. In other words, I've given my soul to this hive and to him. Now I am a part of this hive. I am the hive, the hybrid, the future body of the Dark Messiah will soon arrive at the altar. After that, only one more thing is needed of you. Preparations are complete. And then the world will be plunged into the beautiful and endless dark. Too late for anything. We're all waiting for you. Still don't understand though, like... Aren't we the protagonists supposed to be the Dark Messiah? Like, are we trying to wake us up, or... Oh boy. Trying to use us as a sacrifice for something else. It's not really clear. Which it is. Also, all these sewer holes are very, very long. I just now realized that I'm not moving forward, am I, on the map? At all. Nope. It's like the endless staircase in Mario 64. Or maybe the Lost Woods in Zelda, I don't know. It's gonna be the same deal here, isn't it? Yeah. I can see that. Okay. Just gotta figure out which of these directions will lead to an infinite loop and which ones will not, I guess. Well, here's a door. It's Naomi in a field of sunflowers, oh boy. How can there be two of me? It's an apparition of Naomi. Let's go. A place where there will be no one to tease us, where everyone will be our friends. Oh boy. Go to a place where everyone likes you and we will take care of you, where everyone can be together. Guess it doesn't matter, you'll almost serve anybody, you know. Be there in just a little while. Okay, I guess we're on our way there. Just hope I didn't miss any flavor text when I was on my way here. Oh man. Boy. Freaking scream sounds. Here's Renee in the bubble wrap Photoshop filter. Tell me what has happened to me. Couldn't have. I keep seeing this vision, it comes to me and then fades away. Something biting me on my shoulder, ear. It is a burning pain like a fire that eats away at me, burning, a bright light like the firework. Even though I can no longer see, there is this feeling, a pulse, a shock going through my body. If I just close my eyes, I can see it, I can remember it. I guess that means, well, you know, I am dead, yes. Well, I mean, she seems to have come to terms with it. And apparently, if you use the amazing technology of the old ones, you know, death doesn't have to be the end. Oh, jeez. But I guess I'm just gonna be... running back and forth through some of these passages until I find something that's not just a scene I've already seen. I think Renee could have been a partner, yeah, probably. Maybe even that witch guy. What witch guy? All of these freaking stock scream sound effects. Haven't heard the Wilhelm scream yet, though. That witch wonders. Oh. One of those guys. That's interesting. Oh boy, it's another room. How are you, little girl? My name is Naomi. Well, trapped in a cold, dark place for a real long time. Everyone picks on me. Oh boy. So I'm gonna assume that you get different scenes in these rooms depending on what partner you have. I've never heard anyone. You've never heard anyone, right? But they died, Toshiya and Atsuko. Even Tomoko, she was my really best friend. I hurt them, did I kill them, did I really? No, you wouldn't. Nobody believes me when I say that I didn't do it. Well, glad we're getting this backstory. You know, this part of the game definitely doesn't clash with the pacing beforehand. Alright. Glad we were able to clear that up. Right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go back go back to one of the other junctions. Just keep going through these until there's nothing else left to do, I guess. None of them left to explore. Oh, here's another door. Room. Emiko calls for Nami. I'm glad to see you. Emiko, listen to this. Thought I was gonna die. There's something I have to tell you. There's something weird about you. Just creepy somehow. I don't mean the way you look, but you look completely normal, but there's something about you inside of you that's scary, like you're something alien. Oh boy. I didn't want to tell you at the first place. Everyone says it. There's something different about Naomi, or Naomi's creepy, you know. So maybe she's got some of that alien crap inside her too. I don't know. It kind of raises a few questions as to how far the Hive's influence to humans has gone. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss any passageway back here? Oh no, I didn't. Hang on. I'm confused in the map here. Here, I think. So what's in this room? That which sways. We exist here in the dream world created by that which whispers. We were born in the dark recesses of the mind of that which whispers. Give voice to the secret memories contained in the soul of that which whispers. The Nexus stones you carry with you, they are the key. Have within them the power to destroy the Hive. If the Nexus stones are sacrificed, are the pillars of the altar, then the Hive will sleep forever. Know your fears, we show you your inner self. That is our task, that is all we know. So I'm guessing that it's either going to be mandatory or a choice whether we're going to be able to pretty much destroy the Hive with the stones or what have you. Nami's mother, oh boy. Is this home? I thought I'd be trapped walking around in the dark until I died. Well, oh, here I am back home again, and you're acting like you're not happy to see me. It would have been better if you hadn't come back. I was hoping that you'd just disappear somewhere and never come home again. Well, I'm scared of you. I don't know what to do with you, especially after what you did to your friends. When I got there, Tomoko was lying on the ground. And Tatsuya, poor Tatsuya with his neck like that. How do you make those mistakes in the redaction? And the blood splattered all over the road and on your face, too, with one O. In the middle of all these mangled bodies, there you were crying. You were crying so loudly. Held you until you calmed down, but as I did, I thought just for a second, please don't kill me too. Oh boy. So I was hoping you wouldn't come home. That you wouldn't come home and do the same thing to me, break me like a little doll. Well, there you go. We're finding all about the backstory that Naomi has, I guess. It's never even alluded to at any previous part of this. So, Naomi, what do you think of all this? What's up with this place, anyway? I know, right? Like, I get the occasional grammar mistake, but I don't really understand how you can have a and instead of on. That seems like just an idiot mistake. Our orders were to deliver you, both of you, to the Dark Messiah. The fact that you are here in the Hive means that our mission is nearly complete. Now that all that remains is for the Great Union to take a place that our Savior, the Great Dark Messiah, might awaken. Well, if you are talking like everything has been planned out, that it's already happened and nothing can stop it. Won't let you get what you want. The circle nears completion. You can solve all you want, but you cannot change what will be, no more than you could swim against the river's current. Dark Messiah's advent is almost upon us. It's okay then. I'm glad we learned that. But don't really see very many places left to go, so... So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna run into any monsters here, even though I'm hearing the sounds, because, you know... I'm sure if I could run into one, I would have done so already. Right, it's not this way. Actually, I'm kind of wondering, what happens if you run backwards here? Oh, you can actually see this happening. I'm glad I was able to notice that. Well, that's an effective way to tell if you're in one of the loop hallways or not, I guess. Oh, it's a priest. Forget your life in this world, your possessions, your dreams, your memories, all that you are. You must forget, you must abandon all. Thought he died. Well, I mean, he doesn't really look alive here. Soon our dream, the blessed Great Union, will be completed with your help. All shall blend into the darkness, all shall be reborn into darkness. We and you shall become one with the Dark Prince. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find the infinite hallway that has an end now, because there's nothing else left for me to do, I don't think. Actually, hang on. If we go over here, will we be able to keep going, or... No, okay, this one does not have an end. Does seem to let you go on for a little longer than normal, though. Than you'd expect. What if I run backwards here? No, it just loops you back. Well, I just hope the... Just hope I manage to find where the hell I'm supposed to go next soon. Alright, wait. Because I can go over here real quick. Just to confirm if this is one of the infinite hallways or not. Well, it is. try going this way. Oh, we get warped back. Okay, let's try going this way. Oh, we get warped back. Right, we're almost out of places to look here. Ah. Right. Oh boy, hang on a minute. Alright, I'm gonna go. Test out this last hallway, and if it's also an infinite hallway, which it is, okay, I guess. The next order of business is gonna have to be going to all the doors again. This one over here. Oh hey, this is different. Boy, it's that which whispers. So you have overcome the illusions we created and come at last to this place. We are impressed you are a most resilient prey. All that was expected of you was that you should wander through the maze of illusions we created, but your fear might ferment. Boy, fool. You're ever amazed at the simplicity of the prey. You carry within you a shard of our prince. Even now it seeks to devour you from within and take its rightful place. It would be so much easier for you if you did not resist. So what you seek, yes. Well then take it, we shall not keep it from you. The Argent Stone. We will meet again soon. We'll look forward to tasting your fear then. Well... Oh, damn it, I did want to save, but it was on no by default, where it's usually on yes. Well, I can save this way. So here we are back at the tracks again. What if we don't go in that door this time? Here in the conversion room. Oh, it's another infinite loop. But it's more subtle this time. It's subtle enough that you don't notice it even if you walk backwards like I do. Oh well, here's the machine. So let's use our shiny new stone that we just got, the Argent Stone. Should not look silvery, because I'm pretty sure Argent is pretty much a synonym for silver. That was like black and blue. Let's just skip this, I think. Probably a good idea. It's gonna end up looking the same way anyway. Okay, now I want to save. We're in the Hive Altar, which... At this point I have no reason to believe there's anything after this, so... You know, with how long this has been going for now, I trust this is the end of the game. Hive Altar. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Oh, here's Ratsu again. Let's see, you finally made it. This is it. All you need to do is go through that gate. Your way back to the surface, the altar is behind it. There are some things you need to think about, like why is the altar here? What was the altar made for? How have you gotten here? And last but not least, how did you get here? It seems like that's the last question you asked, just phrased slightly differently. Do you want to get everything back or lose it all? It's all up to you. Think long and hard. It's okay then. Let's go through the decontamination room there. And another one. That is apparently all part of the circuit. Or rather, all part of the path, and it's not actually looping or anything weird like that. Oh dear. Hive lost power while in orbit and plummeted into this planetary mass, becoming buried deep in its crust. Prince was shattered by the impact. Became dormant in the atmosphere. The planet gave rise to life, which evolved into the prey humans. Found Prince's essence. Stimulated through the application of fear. Oh dear. When we were brought here for a closer study, we discovered something that made us doubt our senses. You are not like the other prey. You are not simply touched by the essence of the prince. You carry the very essence of the prince itself within you. You are indeed the Dark Messiah. It is time that all that was lost shall be found. Dark Prince shall be reborn, oh boy. So I don't really understand. Are they implying that this is one of those stories where some alien shenanigans was what caused like humans to evolve in the first place? Oh boy, the hybrid's talking to Naomi. And if that's the case, then it's the backstory that they give, where they go to like different planets and absorb essence, extend to planets other than this one, or like are there other alien species that also serve as prey and it's not just humans? I'm not really clear on that. But apparently the hybrid knows Naomi wants to be a part of it. Only I can relieve you of your pain. Don't understand. Needn't be afraid, you needn't be concerned. You carry my blood in you, so this is the prince. Made you do everything, the part of me you carried inside you, that's why you had no choice. You were acting as I told you to. All you need to do is come here. Don't listen to me. To you, I mean, Naomi Sugiura. Don't listen to any part of me that has anything to do with you. Power that is destined to rule over this petty world. You were denied this, the power of the Dark Messiah. So I guess you really did kill some people, I don't know. So that's your answer. Oh boy, and Ratso's here too. It appears your attempt to rule this world has failed, that which leads. Task was completed once these prey were led to the altar, oh boy. It was a mistake to come to this planet in the first place. Upon entering the atmosphere, the hive ceased functioning. Core was shattered, its shards scattered across the planet. None of these things had ever happened in the long memory of the old ones. This planet has beaten you, oh boy. I'll send you two to the area where the altar's power source is. The 4 stones you have collected to stop the flame of the pillars. Alright. So do we get like a puzzle boss, final boss fight? maybe. Also, Ratsu was one of the constructs that was part of the hive, who could have guessed. I forget what the specific function of that which leads was supposed to be, though. It's just like a general navigation, I don't know. Well, time to look for anything over here. Boy, okay, looks like once again we're gonna get chased by monsters, so... You know. Oh, and it's actually at the level that, of course, it's on the way that we're headed to, not the level we came from. Oh my goodness. Okay, gotta take it easy here. Quick save. Oh, hey, we got something here. Tide altar. Oh boy. Alright, I quick saved. This place looks pretty similar to the place that we just left. Gotta tell you. Just with a different tint. Wait, what if I go this way next? Instead of the other way. Goodness. Hang on. Didn't destroy the stone. Well, just trying to find anything in here right now. Without getting, running headlong into the monsters. Or the conveyor belt that apparently exists here too. Of course I would put those here. I don't know. Here's another one of these teleporter things, but I don't know anymore if I should try to go into this or I'm supposed to look for something else before I come here. Because I definitely did not traverse the entirety of this area. Like right here. Pretty much never went this way, because the monster was in my face. Ugh. Oh, there's another conveyor belt that's preventing me from going that way, but I can go this way. Which I guess I can try to. Oh, goodness. I really don't know what I'm looking for here. Oh, it's another teleporter. So why does this show like different directions that you can go to and you can't actually go that way? Oh, never mind, it's just these little nooks. Well, I found a different path, I guess. Suppose I'll be taking this one. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. What is this now? Throw the Argent Stone into the flames. So how do I get the feeling I was supposed to do something like that in the previous little map like this, and I just didn't. So I had no idea that that would be there. What happens if I keep going now? Guess I'm gonna find out. Once again, I don't really remember which way it was to the other teleporter that apparently leads out of here. Guessing it was this way. Oh jeez. It feels like it just drags on now. Going through all of these corridors with nothing in them except potentially having an encounter with the super terrible death monster. Okay, here we go. On to the next part, which, with any luck, will look exactly like the previous two parts that we did. Assuming we get there, yeah. Well, it will be laid out exactly like those parts, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it looks to me like they pretty much just reused the same map, just slightly changed the ambient tint. Oh boy. Okay, so it's turn left here. To remember these directions for when I inevitably have to undo this one or several times more. So it's turn left at the first crossroads. And when you get to this place, there's only one way to go, so... I have to go that way and I missed. Damn it. We're gonna have to go around again now. Okay, watch out, because we're gonna have to... Oh boy, there's the guy. It's really terrible and unexpected. Sure hope I can outrun it now without suffering in the stamina department. So I probably will. Is this the... oh god, never mind. Well, this is the way to the next stage, but I think I have to destroy the stony stone before I proceed. Well, but Mr. Friendly Chum guy there is right in the way, so I don't know how viable that's gonna be at this point. She's right on my tail, so... So if that happens, I'm kind of screwed. Right, well, I made it to a fourth area, so... It looks like I'm... oh wait, this is different. Or is it? Maybe there's like a very, very slight rotation of the map, but that's about it. Like the layout is the same. It certainly does look that way. See if I can follow my own directions here. Turn left here, go straight, which is the only way. And go straight when you reach the conveyor belt, because it's also the only way. And while you're on the conveyor belt, hug the left wall, because you're gonna have to run over there. If you miss it, you're screwed. And here, let's see. Turn right, I take it. Which leads to another very, very long corridor, and here we go. Leads to a passage where you can destroy the stone. Throw the nacre stone into the flames. So I destroy the argent stone and the nacre stone, if nothing else. The vermilion stone and whichever the other one was are still in my possession. And now this guy's right here, I guess. That's scripted. Alright, let's see if we can escape now. And I think it's faster to take the conveyor belt all the way to the end here. And then take the other route over to the exit, which, let me see, I'm guessing it's going to be to the left here and going around. Guess So we're pretty lucky to have made it this far. Won't give up no matter how scared I am. Everything's gonna be alright. Well, I made it to the end of the 4th map, and he only destroyed 2 of the stones. So I got 50%. Oh, okay, I guess it loops. So this can work out after all. So let me see if I can follow my route through this place that I figured out. Turn left here, don't get ambushed by the monster like I'm pretty sure I did the first time I tried to go this way. And do the conveyor trick. Oh boy. I can't see where the monster is, but I sure hope it's not this way, because if so, then rip pretty much, but I guess not. Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. Made it to whatever this is. Put the vermilion stone into the flames. But I'm going to imagine that there's still 1 stone in my possession that I need to get rid of, so I'm wondering if... like if the loop between the areas that I haven't done yet is cyclical, or it's gonna go through all the areas, or if it's just gonna jump straight to the final one that I haven't done yet now. So I'm not gonna be able to tell them apart just at a glance, I can tell you that much. Running straight into it? No, okay. Okay, maybe now I'm gonna run straight into it because I need to turn here. Can't turn of it? Yep, it's right there, of course. Well, I think I might be cornered now actually because of how the only way out of here is a conveyor belt, and it's against me, so... So yeah, I am cornered now. Somebody help us. God, please. Got to get away. I wish you were dead. Oh, okay. She can just do that. I don't see how you would find that on your own, though. So are you gonna tell me about... Okay, no, I guess she's just going to ignore the fact that she just did that. She's gonna shrug it off. Alright, so where are we going to end up now? I have to wonder. Is it the area that has the bluish tint? Because if so... So I'm pretty sure we can skip to the next area. I already took care of the stone in this area. She can do that once ever. Well, sure hope I don't run into the monster again then. Well, I'm doing this last run of the place. The other partners have guns or weapons. I can do that a limited number of times. Boy. Guess that's where you get the variety. Alright, we made it to the next place, which I'm pretty sure should be the last place too. I can actually manage to get this done. This might be it. Alright. It's pretty quiet so far. You know, in before it suddenly appears in our face as we're trying to... okay, almost missed that again. Pretty sure that's... Is it gonna appear in our face now? Is that what I'm seeing? No, okay. I think it's above us. Yeah. I think it might be in our way as we're trying to get out of here, though. I don't know. Okay, here we go. I hope this is it right here, because this is the last thing I haven't done. The ebony stone into the flames. And now all the stones are destroyed, so let's see where that will take us. Apparently that will make these guys be monochrome. Now they're just on the ground dead, I guess. Not bad at all. The Dark Messiah will awaken no more. Now that the hive's power sources have been cut off, it will no longer be able to maintain itself. Soon every part of the hive will shut down and slowly coalesce into stone like a fossil, just as it was before your kind came. There's an elevator made by your kind behind the altar. It's the only way to get to the surface now. You have to get out of here before everything is destroyed. Get out of here before the hive's destroyed. Nothing that happens to it will affect me. Can't say the same for you, though. Oh boy. Flames are slowly beginning to go out. So let's open the door and go through. There's the reactor, I guess that's going down too. But we were somehow able to avoid all that. Guess we're in a very Guess it must be a